Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, almost 500 people in this room, united on a really big mission. My name is Taryn Barrett. I am proud to be a member of the Conquer Cystic Fibrosis Committee, and I'm also the mother of a 10-year-old living with cystic fibrosis. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today, the Whadjuk Noongar people, and pay respects to elders past and present. It is my great privilege, on behalf of our amazing committee of volunteers, to welcome you to the 2026 Conquer Cystic Fibrosis Gala Ball. Before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge our special guests who have honoured us with their presence tonight. The Honourable Anne Ali MP, Member for Cowan and Federal Minister for Small Business, International Development and Multicultural Affairs. Most importantly, she has been an absolute champion of our charity for many years and our advocacy to get modulator medicines on the PBS. The Honourable Pierre Yang, MLC. Mr Yang is a Parliamentary Secretary to the State Minister for Health, and we're grateful to have him in the room this evening. Livy Mettam, MLA, Deputy Leader of the WA Liberal Party, another wonderful supporter of our cause who has pledged to assist our community, in particular to apply pressure for a refurbished or new adult CF clinic, which is something that is very much needed. And Mr John Rothwell, OAM, an incredibly generous supporter of our charity year after year. Thank you for your commitment and thank you for being here. To those of you joining us for the first time this evening, an extra special welcome. And to those who have supported us in the past, welcome back. For some of you who may not yet have a personal connection to cystic fibrosis, you will after tonight. CF is the most common life-limiting genetic disease in Australia, with about 3,500 Australians living with it. It affects nearly every organ in the body, but mostly the lungs and digestive system. It's a disease that can make something as simple as breathing hard. For families like mine, it is relentless. There are no days off, no pause button. Every day there are treatments to be done, constant medications, and at times hospital stays which can last for weeks. Despite incredible medical advances in recent years, the disease still progresses. And while we're grateful for the progress, we are reminded often that we're not there yet. Life expectancy is increasing, but ultimately too many lives are being cut short. So yes, we do. We celebrate the wins at every opportunity that we can, but we cannot forget all the brave souls who have battled with CF and are not with us today. For them, and those who still fight, we must continue and we must accelerate. Behind every statistic is a real person and a family fighting to keep them. And that's how we began. This charity began 24 years ago around a dining table, a group of parents and their friends committed to funding research and making a difference. And that same determination fills the room tonight. Only now it's grown into something quite extraordinary. And I think if you look at the bridge lit up in our colours, you'll agree that it's really making a difference. And we still gather around that same dining table now to plan an event like this. And because of it, researchers across Australia can kickstart new projects and continue with those showing promise. So I'd therefore now like to ask our committee members who make this all possible to please stand. Don't be shy. Thank you. Please be seated. So tonight is not just about coming together and getting all dressed up and drinking our body weight in nice wine. It's about making a difference. So before I move on, I want to share a short story which I believe captures the spirit of this community and what we do. And it's an experience that my husband had a few weeks ago, and it was a decade in the making. Over 10 years ago, my husband Adrian helped a family during the a tough time in their life. And it was his job, but he did it with care, and the man that he supported has always remembered that. And then just weeks ago, that man walked into his office unexpectedly. He'd heard about our son, about cystic fibrosis, and about this charity. He told my husband that he was nearing the end of his life, but before he dies, he wants to support a cause that matters, and he handed over a cheque for $20,000. And that was not for public... Yep. And that wasn't for public recognition or for thanks, just kindness in its purest form. And that moment will always stay with our family because it speaks to something powerful. In a world that can often feel heavy, especially in current times, we get to witness the very best of it. We see generosity, compassion, and people choosing to stand together. And that's what we're all a part of by being in the room tonight. Every generous act, big or small, connects us. And tonight is truly about something bigger than any one of us. Tonight, every purchase at our champagne or whiskey walls, every auction bid, every tombola ticket, every rose bought, every donation matters. And tomorrow, many of us will wake with sore heads. I will be one of them, I'm sure. But I have no doubt that it will have been worth it. So I conclude by saying thank you for standing with us as we continue on our mission to conquer cystic fibrosis. Enjoy the evening. Ladies.